Welcome back. So again, we're still waiting on details from the Mark Giordano deal. We haven't heard yet, and according to Kevin Weeks, the problem is they've acquired Blackwell along with Giordano, but they're trying to make it work under the salary cap. So before the deal can go final, you have to make sure that you've got a cap compliant roster on the Toronto Maple Leafs, and so that's what's going on. There's been talk of how many draft picks are going the other way. There is a fake account out there that tweeted out what seemed like a realistic package in exchange for Giordano. A lot of people were sucked in by that one. I almost was. And then I looked at the spelling of Maple Leafs in their name and I went, oh, yeah, no. So always look for the blue check mark, people. So, yeah, that deal's being finalized. Giordano is going to be a Toronto Maple Leaf. It's just a matter of them deciding what's going on. There may be a third team being brought in. It may be one of those three-way deals where a team just takes money. Maybe a team like Detroit, maybe a team like Ottawa, New Jersey, just parks some money there. And it's funny because we do talk about teams going above the cap and using LTIR and everything. Parking money with a third-party team, to me, seems kind of like cap circumvention, too. And I get that it's not. I get that means that, some of that money's being parked elsewhere, but it just seems weird since that player never actually belonged to that team. So we'll see how Toronto works that out. They get Giordano. There's also talk of something else, maybe in the works for the Toronto Maple Leafs. One thing they did do, which might help them with their cap problem, they traded Travis Dermott to the Vancouver Canucks for a 2022 third. It is not the same 2022 third that they just got from Ottawa. That was their own. This time they're trading Winnipeg's third-round pick in 2022 to Toronto in exchange for Travis Dermott. So if your name is Travis, maybe watch your phone today, because it's Travis Hamonic, Travis Dermott. If your name is Travis, you might be getting traded today. So, Travis, pack your bags. I'm just kidding. All right, there are people watching this likely named Travis who are saying, I can't believe I'm getting traded. Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it? That's how deep the trade deadline cuts. So, yeah, I like this move for Vancouver. I like adding Dermott. I think that he's a good pickup for them. He's younger. He is a faster player than Hamonic as well, and it gives them options going forward. He's got a relatively decent cap hit for next year, $1.5 million, and he'll likely get a better chance to play in Vancouver than what he was getting in Toronto. So I think this is a win for both teams. It gives Toronto that cap space, and it gives Vancouver a defenseman that they believe could be a part of their future. So, win-win. Speaking of wins, the LA Kings, who may be without Doughty for a little while, they pick up Troy Stecher. Now, the thing with this is Stecher played with Edler in Vancouver, so they know each other well. And I would expect them to be paired together at least for a bit and see how it works out. All they had to give up to get Stecher was a 2022 7th-round pick to Detroit. There's no money being retained by Detroit that I've seen in this deal. And so a 7th-round pick to me seems like a steal for Stecher. He's a decent NHL defenseman. The effort is always there. His heart made him very popular in Vancouver. Also, the fact that he was local, Richmond's own, and all of that. So Stecher, I do wish him the best in LA. It's going to be an interesting playoffs should the Kings hold on to that spot, which they should. See where Stecher fits into it. Again, he can be a very useful player, kind of a heart and soul guy, and I wish him the best in LA. It's been a decent run for him in Detroit, but I understand why Detroit would be looking to offset assets right now, trade deadline and all that, and likely Steve Yzerman looking and saying, okay, these are the guys I want for next year. These are the ones that I think can probably go, and trying to figure out how to get Detroit to that next level next year. So there you go. Little update on what's going on. Really wish I had the Giordano trade details. We do not have them yet, but as soon as I do, I'm ready to wear Leafs gear as soon as it takes place. We'll see. We'll see what they gave up. But I'm ready to say, you know what? Good deal. Once it goes through. Only because I think for Toronto, they needed to do something with other moves being made in the East. They needed to keep up. I think Giordano could help them do that. And it's an expiring contract. So there's the possibility you could keep him for another year. Possibility it's just a rental. Again, we'll see once we know the exact details, which should be, I hope, soon. Hockey's starting up again here, so I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.